The invisible laws that literally govern the entire universe. They govern the rich, they govern the wealthy, they govern the poor, they cover the sick. It governs everything. And so these laws that I'm about to teach you in this video, if you were born and you were shot out of a woman, these laws govern you. That being said, what's really important about this is if you can become aware of these laws and how to use them in the right way versus the wrong way, which I'm going to show you how people use them in the right way and the wrong way. If you can be aware of these laws, you can figure out what is going on in the universe or the matrix or whatever you want to call it so you can break out of the box. With that being said, I want you to take some notes because all of the content that we're posting here on my YouTube channel is for you to elevate and upgrade your software, your psychology. Because psychology is the most important thing. If you can have all the strategies, all the tools, all the mechanics, all the ways to make money, lose weight, whatever it is, but if you don't have the right psychology, you will never follow through on those specific strategies. And so this channel and what I'm about to bring to you is all about elevating your software. If you want to just follow and hit the subscribe button, we're going to be dropping some amazing interviews and some amazing workshops that allow you to upgrade your psychology. Now let's get into this because it's so good. I got some notes here and we're going to go hard. We're going to go over the laws that govern the entire universe. These are the invisible laws. Make you aware of them so you can use them and leverage them in the right way. The first law is called the law of cause and effect. You may have heard this and I'm going to show you how people use it in the right way and the wrong way. The law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect states that every cause has its effect and every effect has its cause, right? And therefore, oftentimes we weigh the pros and cons of making a decision. The truth is that you've been indoctrinated and you've been programmed from a very early point in your life. So for example, let's bring it back to school. In school, when you took your test, the multiple choice test, how many right answers were there? There was one. And if you didn't get the right answer, if you didn't scribble in the right answer, the right bubble, you were wrong. Just from an early age, you were already programmed and indoctrinated that there was only one right answer, one right decision for each question. The truth is, you and I would both agree that there are multiple ways to achieve success. You can achieve success in financial literacy. You can achieve success in being a veterinarian. I can go, list goes on and on and on. But the truth is that there isn't one right way or one right decision in order to become successful. Oftentimes we think that we need to make the right decision. What if I were to tell you that there's no such thing as a right decision? Every decision you're going to gain something, and every decision you're going to lose something. Everyone, the right decision, you're going to gain something and lose something. The wrong decision, you're going to gain something and lose something. So there is no wrong decision. The only wrong decision is not making the decision. Most people who aren't wealthy, who aren't successful, they live in the indecisiveness. They make a decision, then they go back on their decision. They try to make another decision, then they fall back on it. Successful people make decisions quick and they're decisive, and they decide and then they figure it out. And so if you can exercise the muscle of being decisive, that's a superpower in itself, let alone the law of cause and effect. Going back into the indoctrination system, right? Or the things that we learned in school. For example, another thing that we learned in school was do not cheat, meaning don't look at your friends' answers. Don't look at what they're doing. And then you go into the real world. You go into entrepreneurship. You go into starting a business. And one of the greatest ways to get where you want to be is to learn from someone who already has the right answers. Quote unquote cheating or collaborating. That's your biggest superpower. You don't need to do this on your own. You don't need to build a business on your own. You don't need to build a specific thing on your own. You don't need to lose weight on your own. You don't need to make money on your own. There are people out there who have the life and the results that you want. And if you can learn from the people who have the life and the results that you want, that's how you condense time. That's how you go fast. We often get paralyzed or procrastinate because we want to make the right decision. And the truth is, like I mentioned, there is no right decision. The only wrong decision is not making a decision. So I want to ask you the question is, what is the decision in your life right now that you've been hung up on? What is the decision right now that you haven't made, that you've been procrastinating on, it's been overwhelming you? What is that decision? And if you're up for it, throw it in the chat so all of our community can see that, so we can hold you accountable. What is that decision that you've been hung up on? When you listen to your heart or the unconscious mind or the flash, right? It's like that gut feeling. Most people don't go with their gut feeling. Most people don't go with that first initial thing, that first gut instinct, that first answer, when the truth is that's your unconscious mind talking. Your conscious mind doesn't know all the answers. Your unconscious mind knows all the answers. And if you go with your gut more, and you operate out of faith versus fear and go with that decision, that answer, that's most likely the way to go. Now, the second thing that you should understand about the law of cause and effect is that the majority of the world uses this law in the wrong way. So for example, what they'll do is most people lean on the cause and effect to stay the victim. Let me say that again. Most people stay leaning on this cause and effect law to stay the victim. And how they do that is they'll say, well, I'm not successful because of the current president. I smoke cigarettes because my parents did. I'm not in a relationship because divorce runs in my family. I drink alcohol because everyone in my family drinks alcohol. And that is you leaning on the cause and effect on some bullshit thing so you can stay the victim and you can blame your current circumstances on the people around you or the environment around you. The truth is, my friends, in the most polite and direct way, is you are where you are in life because of your actions and the way that you think. Let me say that again. You are exactly where you need to be based on your actions and the way that you think, the things that you think, the things that you do, and the things that you say. Your bank account is a direct correlation to the value that you provide to the world. This is all love. I'm here to upgrade you. I'm here to help you elevate. Your bank account is directly correlated to the value you bring to the world, the skills you have or the skills that you don't have. Your body is a direct reflection of you and the actions and the thoughts that you take. If you eat poorly, you cause the effect of you being overweight. And so if you want to get out of the victim mentality, take it from a man with no legs, one arm. I was a victim for the majority of my life. I'm not this way because I have no legs, one arm. I'll never have a girlfriend because I have no legs, one arm. I'll never make money because I can't work a job like a regular person. That was me playing the victim. And if you want to leverage the cause and effect, one of the greatest ways and go from victim to victor, from human to superhuman, is you embody ownership over your life. You take ownership, you take accountability for everything that's happening in your life, internally and externally, because you are the only one that's going to fix it. You may have friends, you may have families that really care about you, but no one cares about your life more than you do. And for you to just toss it to, oh, this is the way, I'm like this because of that, I'm like this because of that, and I'm overweight because of that, it's all you lying to yourself. And so if you want to take power back, if you want to take your life to the next level, because the truth is, my friend, you have more to be. You have more to be, you have more to give, you have more to serve. There's a next level of life out there for you. But if you don't go after it, you're not going to achieve it. And so if you really want to embody and leverage this law, you have to take ownership of your life. And the truth is, when you take ownership from your life, you go from the law of cause and effect to causing the effect. Let me say this again. You go from cause and effect to I cause the effect. I cause the effect with my actions, with my ownerships, with my decision making. I cause the effect, and because I cause the effect, I can control everything that's happening in this universe. You go from being in the passenger seat of your life to the driver's seat. You start taking accountability for your relationships. You start taking accountability for your finances. You start taking accountability for your personal development and your growth and the skills that you're going to acquire, the psychology that you're going to upgrade. You start taking accountability for the things that you put in your mouth that make you feel a specific way, the substances that you abuse, whatever it is. You start taking accountability and understanding and surrendering to the fact that you are right where you're meant to be based on your thoughts, your actions, your words, and your emotions. No one's coming to save you. And so this is how we can leverage the law of cause and effect. What that means, breaking it down, is every action we do, every word we say, every thought we think, every seed we sow, every decision we make comes with consequences. So you better take good action, make good decisions so you get good consequences, because there's bad consequences and there's good consequences. This is how we're going to leverage the law of cause and effect, right? The second law that I want you to know, the second law is called the law of wisdom. And the law of wisdom states that when you approach everything in life to learn and to gain wisdom and to find the gifts, you can mitigate your suffering, or you can end your suffering. This is one of the most powerful laws. Let me say this again. The law of wisdom states that when you approach everything in life like you're going to learn, like you're going to gain wisdom, like you're going to find the gift and you're going to find the learnings, you can mitigate your suffering, meaning you can stop suffering because there's a gift in everything that's happening in your life. This is how you go from life happening to me to life happening for me. This is a massive shift. This could change your life if you apply it. And so how this happens is humans will change for two reasons. You may have heard me say this. Humans will change for two reasons. They either change for pain or they change for pleasure. But humans will always run away from pain faster than they'll run towards pleasure, meaning Humans always have to experience enough pain in order to change. You don't start going to the gym until your doctor says you're fat. You don't start working on a new business until you got laid off or you have no money in your bank account and you're broke and you don't know what to do. You don't leave that toxic relationship until there's physical abuse or emotional abuse until you experience so much pain where you finally leave. But using the law of wisdom, you can understand that everything in your life, your adversities, anything that you could imagine, and I know you may have been through some terrible things. You may have went through things that I can't even fathom. And I want to give you compassion and grace on that. But the truth is, there's a gift in everything that happened to you in your life if you want the gift. Write this down. The gift is always there if I want the gift. The truth is, most humans aren't always ready for the gift. For 19 years of my life, I believed, because of the experience I had and the things that happened to me, girls didn't like me, girls made fun of me, guys made fun of me, kids made fun of me, that this body having no legs and one arm was the biggest curse, the most disgusting thing that could happen to me. That was the meaning that I gave my body. It was a curse and it was disgusting. And it wasn't until I was 19 years old where I asked myself a better question. And I asked myself, well, what's the gift of having no legs and one arm? What's the gift? And the gift that I got was that if someone doesn't love me because my no legs and one arm, if someone doesn't want to do business with me or be my friend because I have no legs and one arm, then wait. Maybe this disability or this curse isn't actually a curse. Maybe it's a gift. And my body is acting as an authentic human filter, and it's filtering out the type of men and women that I don't want in my life anyway. There was a gift in my pain. There was a gift in my body. There was a gift in the thing that I thought was the biggest curse. My biggest curse became my biggest gift. And so my friend, there's an event in your past that's probably has shackles on your legs. If you got legs, I don't got legs, but if you got legs, there's an event that's holding you hostage. And I'm gonna go here. Maybe it was a divorce. Maybe it was a death in the family. Maybe it was a financial burden. Maybe you got laid off. Maybe you got broken up with. Maybe you got physically abused, emotionally abused. I don't know what it is, but my friend, if you commit to the law of wisdom, there is a gift. And if you can find the gift and program your brain, exercise your brain to always try to find the gift in everything that's happening in life, you can mitigate your suffering and you won't be handicapped and crippled by the things that happen to you. Instead, you use them as gifts and they catapult you to the next level. The law of wisdom, such a powerful one. The next one, the law of consciousness detachment. What it states is, it is your resistance to what causes your suffering. There are facts in life that we must accept and move on. And so I'll give you an example. The example is, you're not upset that your mom died. You're upset because you thought she shouldn't have. When in reality, it's just a fact of life. People pass away, they go on, things happen to them. Terrible things happen. Let me break this down. The ability to enjoy all the positive you experience in your life and allow the negativity to flow through you and not affect or derail you is one of the greatest superpowers. Detaching from the things that are going on. The law of consciousness detachment. The next one, which is very similar that I want to move through, is called the law of resistance. The law of resistance. And the law of resistance states that what you resist in your life will continue to show up in your life until it's resolved, healed, or worked through. Let me say that again. The law of resistance states that whatever you resist in your life will constantly show up in your life until it's resolved, it's healed, or it's worked through. As my mentors say, what you resist persists. If there's a resistance to fear, let go of the fear and work through it. Take action, move through the fear. The very thing that you're resisting right now is the very thing that you need to overcome to get to the next level. What you resist persists. The law of resistance. Such a powerful one. Moving on, this is one that you may have heard, and it's a very popular one. But I'm gonna show you how to leverage it in a real way. It's called the law of attraction. Where focus goes, energy flows. What you focus on, you become. What you focus on, you feel. What you focus on, you get more of. Watch this. The only thing that you can attract are the qualities you possess. If you want to be peace and harmony, you must become peace and harmony. If you want to become successful and fulfilled, you must embody the traits of being successful and fulfilled. If you want to become healthy and energetic, you must embody the qualities and the characteristics and the habits and the rituals that make you energetic, successful, and fulfilled. You are what you eat. You are what you consume. You are your habits and your rituals. Now, how many of you want to possess success and fulfillment? You see, everybody's looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, whatever it may be, and the bottom line is that's bullshit. You should be focusing on building fundamental and foundational principles in your life so you can become the person that's worthy of the success. Become the person that's worthy of the relationship. Become the person that's worthy of the weight loss. Become the person who's worthy of the money. And so what are some of the foundational, fundamental things, principles that you should be building in your life? Things like self-integrity, What is self-integrity? Self-integrity is doing the things that you say you're going to do. The reason why you're dying inside is because you're lying inside. You make a promise to yourself and you break it. And when you break one promise to yourself, what is it easier to do? Break another, break another, break another. So building self-integrity is following through on the promises that you make within yourself. That's how you build confidence. Self-worth. Another thing, doing things that fill you up, doing things that make you feel good, nurturing yourself, feeding yourself with amazing information, feeding yourself with amazing food, moving your body, investing in this body. You only get one body and sometimes your creator misses a few parts. These are the fundamental foundational principles that if you can embody these, you can have more success in your life. But how do you expect to have success and happiness in your life if you don't have habits and rituals that make you happy? The only things that you can attract are the qualities that you possess. So I would ask you, what habits or behaviors does my higher self possess that I need to acquire? If I would look back, or I would look forward in the future at my future self, someone who's in better shape, someone who has more money, someone who's healthier, someone who's more happy and fulfilled, what qualities do they possess that I do not have right now? What habits do they do that I don't do right now? What rituals do they have set in place that I'm not doing right now? And when you ask those questions, your brain will give you a great answer. And the truth is, if you can't hold promises to yourself daily, you won't be successful in any area of your life. You'll continue to lie to yourself and you'll continue to degrade the relationship you have within yourself. What you'll realize about the most happy, successful, and fulfilled and wealthy people in the world is when they say they're going to do something, they do it. Their word is bond, as some would say. Moving on is the law of reflection, and I really love the law of reflection. The law of reflection states that the traits you respond to from others you recognize in yourself, both positive and negative. So what that means is, what you don't like about me, you don't like it about me because there's versions of yourself in me. It's a mirror. It acts as a mirror. Anyone that you see that triggers you, or anyone that you see that inspires you as well, it acts as a mirror. This is called the law of reflection. So for example, if I were to ask you, what do you love about me? Maybe you're like, well, I love your energy and I love your positivity and I love your mindset and I love your way to push through things even when they're hard. You love that about me because those things are already inside you. You just need to exercise those muscles and realize that those things are already inside of you. There may be things on the street where you see people that trigger you. Oh, they're arrogant. Oh, they're cocky. Oh, they talk about this. Oh, they talk about that. The reason why you don't like it and you see it in them is because some of that is in you. Now, why is that powerful? Well, the law of reflection can help you find what you love about yourself and find what you don't like about yourself, so you can work on those things. You become more aware of them. Everyone in your life, in this video game, whatever you want to call it, is a reflection of you, the things that you possess and the things that you don't like, right? So I want you to sit on that. I want you to marinate in that. What do you see in me that you like? And give yourself grace because it's already inside you. What triggers you about other people? Because those things are also inside you, right? And so these are just a few laws that I think are some of the most powerful laws that govern the universe, that govern this world that we live in. If you can become aware of these laws, you can start leveraging them in the right way. Just recap here before we end off is like, the first one was law of cause and effect, realizing that you are exactly where you need to be because of the actions. No one else put you there. You can blame them and it may make you feel better, but the only reason why you are where you are today is because of the actions and the things that you think and the things that you say. You did it to yourself. No one's going to save you. You got to dig yourself out of that hole. The law of cause and effect, going from cause and effect to causing the effect, right? The next one, the law of wisdom. The law of wisdom was one of the most powerful laws, and that just states that I'm going to program myself to find the learnings, to find the gifts, to find what's right in everything that's happening in my life. And that's how I go from victim to victor. That's how I go from the world's happening to me versus the world's happening for me. The law of consciousness detachment, detaching from outcomes, detaching from specific things that are causing yourself suffering and allowing the negativity to flow through you. It's very similar to the law of resistance. Whatever you resist in life will persist, right? So whatever you're resisting, you need to step into that thing. That's how you're going to unwire and rewire yourself. That's how you're going to get to the next level. Law of attraction, where focus goes, energy flows. What you focus on, you become. What you focus on, you get more of. The truth is, most humans going around focusing on all the things that they don't want, all their problems, and so they get more of the problems and the things that they don't want. Start focusing on solutions and the things that you do want in life. That could be a game changer for you, right? And the law of reflection, that everything in this universe, every person, everything that triggers you, everything that makes you happy is a reflection, it's a mirror. What you like in me is inside of you. What you don't like about me, there may be a version of that inside of you as well. Everything acts as a mirror so you can grow, so you can expand, so you can become more of what you already are and less of what you don't want to be. So these are a few laws that govern the universe. If you enjoyed this video, I want you to drop a comment in any of the ahas or the breakthroughs that you had. comment, like, subscribe, because we're going to be dropping more trainings, dropping some interviews with some of the most amazing entrepreneurs. And we also every single month we do a 5-day challenge. I do a virtual event. People come from all over the world, and it's designed to help you have breakthroughs. A breakthrough is a moment in time where the impossible becomes possible. In that 5 days, I promise you I will expose you to information, strategies, tools that will allow you to think differently so you can take better action and potentially improve the quality of your life. That's a promise. And so if you want to learn more about that, all the links are in the description below. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.